Hey everyone, welcome back to another video in my Halloween series. So today I'm going to be showing you how to get this cracked, possessed little baby doll. And first I'm going to start with a layer of foundation down, and then I'm just going to be swiping in very light strokes some white body paint over that foundation. I didn't want to make her face completely white because she is going to be acting somewhat alive, so I'm just kind of mixing this to be a super pale kind of foundation color. If you have a really light foundation, you can just go ahead and use that and it will give you the same effect. So what I'm doing here is just bouncing that out with the Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to be kind of mixing these two colors together. To set this, I'm just using the lightest face powder I could possibly find, and I'm just going to be patting that over my foundation and the face paint. So I'm only filling in one of my brows because it's really going to be the only one you see. I'm using a gray color just to kind of give it an old effect. This is just a gray pomade. And then I'm going to be taking a brown shade and really kind of contouring my eye. What I'm doing here is just taking this in a super like half moon type of shape just to make my eye look super, super round and doll-like. Next, I'm going to be taking this white eyeliner pen and just tracing this right along the lower edge that I just created with that brown shadow. Again, this is going to be like almost a half circle shape. It's really going to give your eyes a round doll-like effect. So I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend that out to turn into a base for the white shadow that I'm now patting over top of that. So this is probably the most important step on the doll eye. You're going to take this white eyeliner below your waterline and then also in your lower waterline. This is going to make your eyes look super wide and open. It's going to kind of create almost a new eye shape. So I'm just going to be taking this out and connecting that with the edge that I created above and then running that right along my lower waterline. To make sure that all stays in place, I'm just going to be dusting a white eyeshadow over that. What I'm doing now is running that same brown that I used in the crease just along the lower lash line, or your new lower lash line. This is going to create the shadow that you naturally have underneath your eye, and is just going to make this look a little bit more realistic. And then just on the very outer edge there, I'm going to be running some black underneath because I'm going to be drawing on some lashes, and then this is also going to be the place that I stick down my lower lash falsies. So again, just taking that right along, and then I'm kind of curving that over to almost give it a lash shape, and then just making sure that I drag that down. So of course we're going to be putting on some bright pink blush right on the apples of your cheeks, and then I'm just going to be running a highlighter over that. So dolls usually have a very structured face. I'm just taking a contour shade on a little tiny fluffy brush and creating kind of like an upside down J just to really kind of carve out my cheekbones, and then just blending that out. And then now this is going to be my possessed baby doll eye. So what I'm doing is just kind of creating the shape that I'm going to have the black shadow going around. This is going to allow it to transition. So I was kind of bumping back and forth between each eye. This was one of those looks that I just, it was one of those times where I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do next. So now I'm onto eyeliner on this eye, just doing a basic wing. Then I'm going to apply some mascara really quickly on my top lashes, being sure that I don't hit my lower lashes. This is so important because you don't want it to appear like you have any lower lashes at all. So now I'm just taking a felt tip liquid liner and with a super light hand just drawing down some like feather stroke lashes. Like I'm talking really, really, really light handed, almost so that you could barely even see them. So I am just dragging those down. This would be a great option if you don't have a lower lash falsie. I have both, so I'm using both, but you could totally just draw them on. So on this eye, I'm back over here again, you guys. I'm just going to be basically hollowing this eye out with black eyeshadow. So I'm not really going for the missing eye as much as I am just the possessed eye, that something kind of crazy is going on. So just around that outer edge, I'm adding kind of a reddish brown color to just make it look a little bit scary and possessed like. And then I'm taking that reddish brown color on a tiny little brush and dragging out what looks kind of like some veins. And then I'm just going to be going back and doing the same thing with some black shadow, just dragging some creepy little veins out. Alright, so now onto the fun part. Again, I'm just taking a little felt tip liner and I'm just going to be gently with a super duper light hand dragging out some little crack marks. You want to use a super light hand because the darker they are, the less realistic it looks like. When glass or porcelain shatters, they're just super fine little like pinstripe type lines. So that is the effect that I'm kind of going for, and I'm creating just some random little like crack bursts coming out of different areas. I wanted to kind of start with one main focal point and then just drag the lines out from there. So now what I'm doing is going back and adding the missing pieces. So I'm just kind of creating some random shapes where it looks like the porcelain fell out, and that is going to be the little crack. Just a little tip for where you are deciding to place these cracks. The best place would be kind of almost a triangle type shape where two of the lines are connecting. So then I'm going to be highlighting. This again is just going to kind of give it the effect of cracked porcelain. You want to make sure that you're highlighting all from the same light source, which means that you can either decide if you want the light to be coming from the bottom or the top. If you have it coming from the top like I do, you just want to make sure that you don't highlight underneath anything. You want to make sure that everything that's got white on it would be something that the light would naturally hit. So then for the lips, I'm kind of creating this little overdrawn baby doll lip. They're just very pronounced, and the Cupid's bow is like, bam. So I am just using, I'm pretty sure this is called Baby Doll Pink, the NYX liner I was using, and then I'm just using a pink liquid lipstick over top of that. And then this is the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying my 30 or however many days of Halloween this is turning into. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.